All right, a new year means it is also time for new skincare trends and treatments.
Aesthetic nurse and clinical director of the Few Institute, Shay Moinadine, joins us now with the latest beauty buzz. And Shay, everybody wants a quick fix to be gorgeous and young. So please help us.
So the first thing I'm going to talk about is SoftWave. So SoftWave is actually the newest FDA skin lifting device. It uses high intensity ultrasound to lift the skin of the brow, that submental area, which is that fat underneath the chin and the neck.
Chin.
Completely non-invasive. It's a colorblind treatment, so all skin types can use it. It's really for people who have mild to moderate aging, and some patients, I mean, truly look like they've had surgery after a treatment. Results last for about a year. It's an in-office treatment. There's no downtime afterwards. So it really is a nice treatment for people who are sort of kind of, not thinking about surgery right now, or just have a little bit of, moderate aging.
So just one time?
Most people need one treatment. Some people who have more moderate aging may need 2 treatments. Yeah, the results are pretty spectacular. I mean, that looks like a surgical result.
Yeah,
right? Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
And it's heat and it's ultrasound?
It's just completely ultrasound. It's non-invasive. It's the same ultrasound that we use when we scan pregnant women, but it's a high-intensity ultrasound.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's just basically reshaping the skin and the muscles?
It's helping to stimulate collagen and elastin production, and when that happens, that effect helps to tighten up the tissue.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and we also use it on the eyebrow, too, so it gives you a brow lift.
Brow lift.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you want to do a different type of brow lift, I'm fascinated with the Daxxify.
Yeah, so Daxxify is actually the newest FDA-approved neuromodulator, which is a wrinkle reducer, and it helps to reduce wrinkles pretty much anywhere on the face. The biggest difference with Daxxify versus the other competitors on the market right now is that it has an on-label indication for 6 months longevity. So right now, all of the other products last between 3 to 4 months. Daxxify lasts between 6, sometimes up to 9 months. So in the clinical trials, some patients experience 9 months longevity, which is pretty amazing. So it's going to be a game changer for people who are busy, right?
Yeah.
So rather than going into our office 3 or 4 times a year, they're coming in once or twice a year. It's also powered by peptides, which is very unique, and it's vegan, so it's free of animal and human byproducts, which is important to some people.
Yeah, well, and you were telling me that the onset of it, like for normal, or what we're used to, it takes like 2 weeks, and this is much faster?
2 weeks. My patients that I've injected so far all say that by the time they go back to their house, that the results have kicked in. So if I've got somebody who has a special event the next day, it's a great product to use because I know it'll have kicked in by then.
Wow. Yeah. That is crazy.
And then this Moxie?
Yeah, what is Moxie?
Moxie is a laser. So Moxie is made by Cyton. It's a non-ablative fractional laser. I love this laser treatment. It helps to reduce fine lines and wrinkles. It helps with melasma. Melasma is really tricky. People who suffer from melasma, there aren't a lot of options out there. Moxie is a great laser for melasma. It also helps with acne scarring. It helps with pock marks. It helps to reduce enlarged pores, and it's also safe for all skin types.
And does it do anti-aging though?
It is. It's anti-aging because it does help with fine lines and wrinkles. And yeah, and most people require between 1 to 2 treatments. A little bit of downtime, I'd say 1 or 2 days of cosmetic downtime, but most people are back to their normal activities within 2 days.
And now, melasma, is that the same thing as like brown spots?
So melasma is usually induced by hormones, whereas dark spots are usually induced by the sun. So this helps with sun damage as well.
Wow.
So it's a great laser, and it really is great for all skin types, so everybody can benefit from a Moxie laser treatment.
How many times a year would you need to do to keep it up?
I'd say I usually recommend that my patients do a series of 3, and then I usually do 1 treatment a year just for maintenance.
Oh, wow.
Okay, wait a minute. And so when you say laser, as a person with the dark skin, I'm afraid.
So, and you should be. So people with our dark skin types, we have to be more cautious. So it's really important that when you have a laser treatment that you go to someone who's experienced. However, this laser is safe for darker skin types, but we have to use caution because in darker skin we have extra melanin, and that can trigger a lot of really or negative effects if it's not done properly. So you should be cautious, but it is safe for darker skin types.
Okay, fantastic. Now you got a couple of different serums and moisturizers out there.
So, people always ask me what my favorite skincare ingredients are, and this Afore HP Gel has both of them. So peptides and hyaluronic acid. So hyaluronic acid is an ingredient that helps to, and you guys can try this if you want, helps to instantly plump the skin by delivering hydration into the tissue. And peptides, that peptide complex actually helps to strengthen the skin by stimulating collagen and elastin production, so it helps reduce the appearance of wrinkles and lines. So this has both in one product, so it's a really, really nice hydrator.
I like the gel. I always feel like it just soaks in so much faster.
It's not greasy. It soaks into the skin. You can put makeup on top of it. It's a really elegant product.
And then what's this other one there too?
So this is actually a sunscreen. It's a physical sunscreen. It's our SPF 30. It has a little bit of a tint to it, and I think it's really important that everyone wear a physical sunscreen. So physical sunscreens have titanium and or zinc in them, so they give you instant sun protection. So as soon as you put them on, you're protected from the sun, from that harmful UVA, UVB.
So I like the fact that we're moving towards less cutting and more being able to just manipulate what's already there.
I think that that's definitely a trend, but you know, most people nowadays want to have minimally invasive to almost non-invasive treatments. I mean, there are times when people have significant aging that they have to have surgery to get the best results, but that is definitely a trend, and it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, so there are so many technologies on the market now that help to minimize aging with in-office treatments.
Makes it more approachable to a lot of people.
It is, and more cost-effective too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shay. This is amazing. Make sure to follow Shay on her social media handles, Shay Beauty RN, and then thefewinstitute.com is the website.
Yes.